Good morning. Our lesson today is solving quadratics by taking the square roots. And it is not a new lesson. We studied this lesson before at school and we just review it. Okay. Uh, this question, we will solve three examples. They will be the same as in your assignments on Khan Academy. Okay, so pay attention to these examples. The first one, solve for x. Write the smaller solution first and the larger solution second. That means we will have two solutions. Okay, how can we solve this equation? X minus 10 all square minus 1 equals 0. Um, First, we will try to keep x alone in one side. That means we will get rid of this negative 1 first. Okay, we will move this negative 1 from this side to the other side. You know that to move it we have to add 1. You will have x minus 10 square equals 1. How can we move this negative 10 from this side to keep x alone? No, because we have power 2. Okay, this x minus 10 is under the power 2, so we have to get rid from this power first. How can we move power 2 from here? Yes, take the square root. Okay, so this is the meaning of taking the square root. We have power 2. To get rid of this power 2, we take the square root for both sides. You have to take the square root for this side, for the left side and the right side. The square root for the left side will give you x minus 10. Get rid of this 2. And what is the square root of 1? We need the positive and the negative square root of 1. What is the number if you multiply by itself give you 1? Yeah, that's 1. Excellent. So x minus 10 equals positive or negative 1. The square root of 1 is 1. Now we have two equations. One of them x minus 10 equals positive 1 and the other x minus 10 equals negative 1. Okay, so I will divide this page. The first equation is x minus 10 equals positive 1. The second is x minus 10 equals negative 1. And to solve it, we try to move negative 10 from here. This is subtraction. That means you have to add 10 this side, add 10 the other side. X equals 1 plus 10, 11. This is the first solution. We will add 10 here, add 10 the other side. X equals negative 1 plus 10 equals 9. You have two solutions, two values for x. The smaller one, write it first, then the larger. The smaller one is 9, yes, and the larger is 11. Okay, you know, to solve the same as to find the zeros of the function. If I said solve this equation means find the value of x. If I said find the zeros of the function, that means the values of x that make the function equal 0. It's the same, the solution. And the values of x that makes the function equal 0, we can say it's the x-intercept. The zeros is the same as the x-intercept. Let's see another equation or another example. Find the zeros of the function. That means this equation when this equation equals 0. Okay, x plus 4 square minus 25. When this equation equals 0, that means find the zeros of the function, the values of x that make this function equal to 0. That's why we put the function equals 0. Okay, and solve it. we want to solve it. First, I will move this negative 25 to the other side. This is subtraction. That means we add 25. We have to add 25 here. We add 25 the other side. X plus 4 square equals 25. We can't move this 4 from this side because it's under the square, okay, the power 2. We have to get rid from the power 2 first by taking the square root. When we take the square root for the left side, we get x plus 4. Take the square root for the other side, give you positive or negative 5. Because if you multiply 5 times 5 equals 25. And if you multiply negative 5 times negative 5 give you 25. That means we have two equations, two linear equations. The first one, x plus 4 equal positive 5. The second, x plus 4 equals negative 5. Solve. You know what is the first step, I think. Yeah. Subtract 4. X equals 5 minus 4, 1. This is the first value of x. Subtract 4 again. X equals negative 5 and negative 4 give you negative 9. Which one is smaller? We have two solutions. That means we have two x-intercepts, by the way, and two zeros for the function. These two values for x, if you plug in this equation, the function will be 0. Okay, or the value of y will be 0. Which one is smaller? Of course, the negative. So this first, negative 9, and then the larger x is 1. Okay, the last example will be this one. Solve for x. X plus 15 square minus 10 equals 0. X plus 15 square minus 10 equals 0. I think you know now what is the first. Move this negative 10 to the other side by adding 10. X plus 15 in the left side square. The right side will be 0 plus 10, which is 10. Take the square root. If we take the square root for the left side, we will have x plus 15 only without the square. And if we take the square root, we need, of course, we need a positive and negative, square root of 10. What is the number if you multiply by itself give you 10? Yeah, there is no number if you multiply by itself, or at least we don't have a whole number if you multiply by itself give you 10. So just to keep it positive root 10 and negative root 10. Okay, if you don't know what is the number, if you multiply by itself give you 10, just to keep it root 10. Now we have two equations. One of them, x plus 15 equals positive root 10. The other one, x plus 15 equals negative root 10. Subtract 15. To solve this equation, subtract 15 from both sides. The first equals x equals root 10 minus 15. The other will be, if we subtract 15, the other will be, sorry, this is subtract 15. We subtract 15. X equals negative root 10 minus 15. What do you think, which one is smaller? Root 10 minus 15 or negative root 10 minus 15? Yes, of course this one is the smaller. Negative root 10 minus 15, and the larger will be root 10 minus 15. I hope you can finish your assignment today. Listen to the video again, and this will be the same as your assignment on Khan Academy. try to finish all your assignments today. If you have something you didn't finish before, do it today. If you need any help, let me know. Okay, have a good day. Thank you. Bye.